at Kubehini, one of the few startups that has taken this seriously and is branding and bottling the coconut water.
All the young coconuts have this extension which is called a stalk. And once you see this stalk on the young coconuts, it means it's fresh and it hasn't gone bad or hasn't been contaminated. And also there's a specialized skill that the production team usually has to check if it's still fresh. When they hit the coconuts, there's a certain sound that they are looking for, which confirms that it is of good quality, there is still enough juice in it, and it's still young and fresh.
I'm still wondering how they do that, because if I'm buying coconuts on the street
and
they find out whether it has a lot of meat or has a lot of water.
Yeah. I think that's a specialized skill. She's enrolled in education.
Yeah, I think so. How long does the bottling take, the process?
So the entire process for producing, say about 300 bottles, will take the team around 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours, yes. But with our machines now in, we are looking at using about a fraction of the time to produce about 1,000 to 2,000 bottles a day. Yes, so it will help us to cut down on labor and then be more efficient.
Okay, machinery in the processing, stage along this value chain. What do you have to say about it? Because I know it's going to make your life easier.
Exactly. So machinery and equipment always makes life easy for business like ours and other agro-processing businesses. And it helps to automate the process and then make it faster. So you're able to produce larger quantities within shorter time spans. And then directly it affects your sales and your margins and your yields. But the problem with the machinery is the costs. The machinery are quite expensive, and you need some sort of capital injection or funding to be able to procure this machinery. So that's the major challenge for startups and businesses in this space.
Okay, so in this manual process of bottling, I see there's a net. Is that for the sterilizing?
Yes,
okay.
So the net is for the sterilizing and also to sieve any content or residues out of the coconut water to ensure that we don't have any husk or any unwanted debris going into the final product.
Okay.
Hi, you are welcome to our second production facility. So in here we manufacture the coconut oil, specifically packaging and branding, and then the coconut chips. So in our space here we have our team who is currently working on the coconut oil production, and then also on the coconut chips. So here we have Gina Waji, that's my wife, and also the head of HR. She's also spearheading production of oil and then coconut chips. Here we have Michael, who is also a financial controller, also a part of the production team every now and then. Every one of us are part of the production sequence. We like to take roles as and when spots are open and work in synergy as a team. So that's what is going on here. So in the first shot, we saw the production of the coconut water. The coconut meat, the hardened part of the coconut meat is what is refined and processed and used for the coconut oil and the chips. So we see the usage of the byproducts from the coconut meat at display currently. Also, you can also use the coconut meat for coconut milk, which is also a very healthy alternative for cooking, for snacking as well. There's also coconut flakes, which is used mostly for baking, for cooking, and then for other additional food products. So these are a couple of our products which are already packaged. Here we have coconut chips with ginger, which is Kubehene Munchies ginger, which is nicely packaged here, ready for delivery into the market for consumption. This is our 5-liter virgin coconut oil, cold pressed, but it's also ready, available to be sent out to our retail outlets and depots. Here we have the 1 liters nicely arranged, lined up. So this is our 1 liter virgin coconut oil, fresh, organic, cold pressed, all produced and ready to be sent out to the market for distribution and then for sales. Okay, so in here in our beautiful baskets, so this is the third wing of Kubehene. So currently, by God's grace, we've been able to expand into 3 different areas or industries. So here we have products, organically handcrafted coconut shell crafts. So the hard shell of the coconut is what we use to manufacture these beautiful crafts. Here you have this beautiful craft here. I'd like the audience to guess what it is, but this is a toothbrush holder. So you stick it on the wall and then you put your toothbrush and toothpaste in. Very beautiful, very lovely. Here we have a handcrafted coconut bag. So this is a coconut bag with a zipper, which you can open and keep your small personal items in. So this is all from our crafts manufacturing brand, Kubehene Crafts. Here we have some beautiful coconut bowls for snacking, for eating. You can sip whatever you want in it. You can have your nice snacks in it. Great for granola lovers as well. So these are some of the craft products that we have, which are coupled with our wooden spoons for snacking, for desserts, for treats. Now what you have in here is laser branded coconuts. So these are what we usually use for our events. So Kubehene Events is our wing which specializes in customized events for weddings, for engagements, for parties. If you have any nice program going on, from high profile programs to domesticated parties, any program, Kubehene will be there to bring the magic to your events. So here we have these beautiful laser branded coconuts. We did one specifically for joint use, and this is the special Kubehene branded laser coconuts. So these are our range of products, and by God's grace we'll be adding up to our range of products. So look out for more products from Kubehene as we keep the innovation running.
I didn't feel 25 years. I started to talk about 3 years in it. I told me I never be able to ball and be go. Mammy penny within a mile consent for me good in Chanka.
And son of Mube who are saying, not Moye Kubene day.
Ball and is so a car be bar no be fat, but I say car on babium. Until Mammy penny say for me good in chain. No, Gia coins Kakra. ebi oje 5 city 10 city na dey go
Munim ne e omode ade no ko e
dabi yembisa ye ni mu hwe
inti okay osina mudigu bola but anka we amba ka other coconut sellers yeah send na you dispose omo in rano
ze nya car na say omo di load bi fie kura na omo dey ba na ma car na fa bola no ko na oje ska na the bola no ko
implications be some mudi go baby at first mu keeping nam munya baby nguna bon dorin mo den
emo bon entontom so ba pese na nado ombo en kakra na mpe nya baby ay de bola no begu yesre no ye ble
kube hunu ne gu echi aden egu hase
mi ya kakra na mi di ye na boys no omo ma ye di begu ye ble mi so mi hu say omo blampa e say the gota kase sek omo to ade no na de asase na omo hwegu bebia nti mi omo di ba ha no omo boa no na mi say omo fambla na omo ye fie say the way mi so omo di gota no enye nti na mi bua no company bi ofi ashama na ya no obesisa nti ebe busu mienu nu ontumi ba mi friend wa osi ka esisa no owo ni je ansa na oba besisa no nti asemi we hu ontumi ba nti na ya peace mi san friend no bi osi oba besisa
na omo besa unim ni omo de ye
first no ya wa company bi wo bombaria omo ye fertilizer omo nyam ni ti se blue na omo de aduro na afra na omo ahihye wo kotokuo mu na de omo do no omo ba beto wo omo ho nti na se omo se enkoso nti omo ajai ashama de su mi frɛ wo omo na omo ka no koka ni je no omo sisa omo ya no ti se mi ka ye no na omo yi ni hu no ti se sapo no o se di good tefi mi o se de na omo ye no kotoko na no so obi mu ba beto
inti omo besisa companies no besa omo tuaka
company no first no omo mami oba mi si o omo fana de wo omo akoma mu no no mami de wo wa ko mami so a be fa keke na enfi form
infie be saying na o strategy kube hunu we
mi di ache na mi di no first it's nsuo no ba na be sane nyina akọ nti e ma mi problem nti mi si mi njibio na ko be fo we ya kan se de e mobo se si anu first no jagola fo na mi di omo na e company no no mo ama mi container nti se si anu omo ajai kwa still omo di ba makan able nti mi jakura ko mi kuro mi ba na ye mabio
nti sensio to a eno so
ji hu no wow mi di ji hu afi nsuo nto nti mi di ji hu anko echire ho ka bi ba sisa no na obu we ni nyina ho o se zingi no mi di ji hu mmekata ban se o mbe sisa ni mi ye free I said ya mi kan se omo fa mba kura so omo print mi da kura mbe sorry no mo dia go phone bebre no mo akọ anopa mbe yadwuma wo ho sa ama hanye basa tanta nti mi so da mbe yi papers ni nyina wo na enye fine
me fo nkan wo hwe den no omo aka fa
omo aka se omo ma me warning Nti me so me pa wo mo cho se we ka no ba na be sisa we ya me njibiu.
But one chairman AMA say also ne wo ye de aboa
Se o mo so e wo se o mo hu se me so me di boa gota no esisi e choki no me so me di boa.
It will be some said then na umfanye biomana when be sound.
Dia me bisa wo hu. Na me dia me ye mu se on be sisa na me ye free.
At Ako Sheet Crafts Limited, what we do is we turn coconut shells into lovely artifacts. We produce products like coconut bowls, coconut cups, and earrings, key rings, all made from coconut shells. Why coconuts, you may ask? The reason is we looked at the environment and we realized that these are products that sometimes gets choked in gutters, and we realized we could actually turn them into things that will be useful in the society. We looked at the diverse ways of using the coconut shell to produce these items, and from constant research we realized we could come out with these products. So that's the reason why we are using our coconuts to do these products. We get our coconuts from two different streams. One from the farm, and then one from the vendors who sell by the roadside. The ones from the farm, when it comes, we actually cut and scoop the meat, and these flesh or meat is given to women that are into oil production, and some that are caterers that use them for things like in our society we call polo. It's a snack made from coconut meat. And then the ones coming from the streets, we use them for things like earrings, buttons, and other little let's say trinkets that we also sell when we go for exhibitions. So one of the things we are addressing in the society is waste. We realize that during rainy seasons you have coconuts especially as one of those products choking gutters, and if you look at what we are doing, we are using these coconut shells in making these lovely products. The second thing is we also are helping women use the meat in making coconut oil. So in a way we are also addressing the women empowerment. Yes, we're helping them to make some money from turning the meat into coconut oil and other snacks made from coconuts. Thirdly, we are also helping with employment. We've provided employment for a lot of people. And then the final one is we recently have a partnership with a company, an organization called Pt.2 that is also under the UNHCR umbrella. We are trying to, what they do is to help bring the refugees back into the society by giving them the right skills to come back to the society to fend for themselves or to take care of themselves. So we are also in partnership with them to give them that support. Nowadays, you have people thinking of living a healthy life. Akoshi relates to this thought. The reason being that our products are eco-friendly, and when people buy our products, they don't have to think of any chemicals being added to or used for the products. They eat from our bowls, they drink from our cups, and these are healthy. We also have a page on Instagram that people always contact us when they want to buy. So we do most of our promotion on Instagram, Facebook, and these are where we get our market from. There's always this thought of always going for white collar jobs, and I want to tell people, if you don't get a chance to do any of these jobs or don't get a chance to work in these offices, still think of what skill you have and turn it into something lovely, like what we're doing. The idea of people always thinking of working in offices here and there, doing white collar jobs, I think now is reducing, because you could see that there are so many entrepreneurs trying to do lovely things, and I would say this is a time for, especially now that the employment rate is a bit high and people are struggling to get jobs. I would say it would be nice for people to think of the skill they have and turn them into something great. I mean, you could use us as an encouragement to think of what you also have to turn into something lovely, so people can purchase.
Coconut is nicknamed the fruit of life. Today's episode of Food Chain looked at the various ways that various parts of the coconut can be used for. I hope you can attest to it, based on what you've seen today, that coconut is truly the fruit of life. That's it for today's episode of Food Chain. My name is Emma Davis.